So we're on page 71 now. Continuation from page 70 on Intro to Coordinate Plane. There's an example up here from some of the stuff we talked about on Friday. There you go. And it says plot A is -2, 3, and B is 0, -3.5 in a coordinate plane. Describe the location of each point. So first we have to start at 0. So the origin, remember, is 0, 0, where the two lines meet together. And -2, 3, you go to the left 2 units and up 3. And you're in quadrant 2. This is quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4. For B, you start at the origin and it is 0, so you don't go left or right for X. And then you go down -3.5, so it's down 3 and then another half to make it 3.5. Is this point B, is it in any quadrant at all? It is not in a quadrant. It is on the line. If you are on the line, whether you're at 0, 0, if you're on the x-axis or the y-axis, you are not in any of the quadrants, okay? You're just on that axis. Okay? So anything on the line is not in a quadrant. All right, so let's look at something called reflections. And we're going to work on this stuff probably the rest of this week. Make sure you have it down good before we get into polygons and making shapes and all that stuff. All right, guys? So this point 7, or number 7 here, is reflections. Okay? Reflections are like looking in a mirror. When you look in a mirror, you see the opposite of what people see, and when they look at you, a reflection flips your appearance. So we're going to see how this works right here with this example number 3. That's nice. So 2 mirrors, so you can see everything all the time. So with this reflection in the mirror, we're going to look at this like we're seeing a mirror on whichever axis we're reflecting. So reflect -2, 4 in the x-axis. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put -2, 4. We're going to find that plot point. And so the first number is x, so we go -2 on the x-axis, and then a +4, so up 4. And so there's our -2, +4 right there. To reflect -2, 4 in the x-axis, you're going to use the same x coordinate, so it's still going to say -2, and you're going to take the opposite of the y coordinate. So what is the opposite of +4? We talked about opposites last week, week before. What is the opposite of positive 4?
-4.
-4. So the plot point we're going to look for is -2, -4. And that's what it says opposite of 4 is -4. So the reflection of -2, 4 on the x-axis is -2, -4. And so -2 down, and that is the opposite. So think of this like a reflection. If there was a mirror on the floor, or maybe looking at a lake. So when we're reflecting on the x-axis, the mirror is the x-axis. So the reflection is gonna go up and down. Okay. Part B says reflect -3, -1 in the y-axis. When we're reflecting on the y-axis, we're gonna pretend like the mirror is the y-axis. So if something's on the left, it needs to go on the right, or vice versa. Okay? So -3, -1, we go over -3 and down -1, put it right there. This time the y stays the same. So what's we need to change the we need to find the opposite of the x. So what is the opposite of -3?
3.
Yep, just plain 3. Positive 3, just plain 3. Okay? So positive 3, -1. So we're going to go over 1, 2, 3 and still down our 1. And if you look, these points are a reflection of the y-axis, okay? So think of the y-axis. When it says the reflection of the y-axis is the mirror, and they're just reflecting. Okay? So we're going to try some of these down here at the bottom. All right. So I think this piece right here is supposed to be over here. So first this says reflect 4, 5 over the x-axis. So we're going to find 4, 5. We start in the middle. It's a positive 4, so am I going to go to the left or the right?
Right.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 4. And then am I going to go up or down? 5. Up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There is my point right there. Okay. That is point 4, 5. It says to reflect over the x-axis. So this is the x-axis, right? X, Y. So the mirror's on the x-axis. So which quadrant is my reflection going to be in? I'm currently in quadrant 1. Where's my reflection going to go to? Okay, so if we're just reflecting over the x-axis, we don't touch the x, so it's still going to be a positive 4, and the y is going to change, okay? So we're still going to go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but we're going to need to go down, okay? Because this right here is our mirror, okay? This line right here is our mirror. And if you're looking in the mirror, and this is the mirror, it's going to be going up and down. So we still go over 4 and then down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 4, -5. Okay? This next one we're going to reflect 4, 5 over the y-axis. So we're going to go back to 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So if we're reflected over the y-axis, which direction are we going to be going? Y-axis. So we went down for the x-axis. So what do we do for the y-axis? This one's going to go over. Okay, so this is our mirror. This is our y-axis, x-axis. This is our mirror right here. Okay, so if you're looking in the mirror, it's going to go left and right. Okay. So for the y-axis, we're going to change the 4 is going to be a -4. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then still going up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're going to work some more of these, so don't worry about it. So the last one that we have says to reflect on the x and the y-axis for 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is 4, 5. Okay. So if we only change if we only change the y when we reflect it over the x, and we only change the x when we reflect it over the y, what are we going to change when we do them both?
Mr. Smith, my screen is flashing.
All right, go ahead and if your screen's flashing, go ahead and try to shut your computer down and come back in. If it'll let you. So if we're reflecting over the x and the y-axis, guys, which number is going to change? The x or the y or both? Both, yes. So this one was 4, 5. So what's the opposite of 4?
-4.
-4. And what's the opposite of 5?
-5.
-5. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to go -4, -5. So to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So -4, -5. It's going to be right here. So if it's reflecting over both, it's going to go kind of diagonal spot. Okay. Once y'all get that, go to page 74. Let's see here. All right. So, page 74. We've filled out the rest of this on Friday, but we haven't done 9 and 10. So it says to reflect point 5, 8 across the x-axis. So when we're reflecting it across the x-axis, this is this one right here, what's going to change, the y or the x? So it's kind of the opposite of what it says. So if it's reflecting on the x-axis, it's actually going to be the y. So what is my new, if I had 5, 8 as my point, what is my new point going to be? So the x has got to stay the same and the y has to change. So you need to find the opposite of the y. So what is my ordered pair going to be? If I had 5, 8, what's my new ordered pair going to be?
5
5
and -8.
and -8. That's correct. So we'll go ahead and plot those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 5, -8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So this is 5, 8. This is 5, -8. That's correct. Okay? Now, the reflecting of point 2, -1 is across the y-axis, okay? Across the y-axis. So, what is my point going to be called?
-2, -1.
Awesome. -2, -1. It's because we're only changing the x on this one. So we have 2, 1, which is 1, 2, and then -1. And the next one is -2, -1. 1, 2, -1. So it flipped this way. Okay? All right. I have a freckle lesson for you guys to complete. I've already assigned it to you, so everybody needs to go there and stay on with me if while you work on it.